Let's start, though, with Leeds United 3, Chelsea 0. Incredible performance from Leeds. Take nothing away from them. I thought Jesse Marsch produced a tactical masterclass. They look a force to be reckoned with this season. Aronson scoring the opening goal after a really uncharacteristic error from Edouard Mendy. He was terrific. Rodrigo, top scorer, I think, in the Premier League as we sit here now. Bullet header from him, and Jack Harrison showing just why Newcastle are so keen to sign him and why Leeds don't want to let him go. He got the third goal. But Chelsea, Darren Ambrose, played off the park for much of that game. Started all right. Sterling could have scored early on, but it just looked all over the shop from a team selection point of view. You have Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who was out of position, right wing back. He couldn't handle Harrison down that left-hand side. That meant that Reece James, who should have been playing right wing back, was in the right-sided centre-back position. He was beaten in the air by Rodrigo. Conor Gallagher, who you saw a lot of Palace last season, making his full Premier League debut for Chelsea. He was played far deeper than you're going to get the best out of him. Kai Havertz in the false number 9. He was a false footballer because he may as well not have been on the pitch. It was just so many issues for Chelsea in all areas, and that has to come back on Thomas Tuchel, doesn't it?
I think so. Yeah, you know what I find about Chelsea at the minute? They're a bit boring today. They're a bit boring to watch, and you can't often say that about a Chelsea side. That they normally come out. You always look at them and think they're going to finish third. And already I can't see that happening. Already I look at him, and I know we're only 3 games in. We've still got the transfer window to close in 11, 12 days, whatever it may be. I think they're going to struggle for top 4 the way we're going at the moment. The way Arsenal are playing, the way Spurs are playing, Liverpool and Man City are always going to be right up there as well. Chelsea need to massively improve. And I think Thomas Tuchel, after the incident with Conte, he's kind of taken this pantomime villain kind of approach to today as well. And then you've got Jesse Marsch saying potentially he shouldn't be on the touchline because he received a red card. They already kind of flared up and had a little coming together at the start. They're just a bit boring for me at the moment.
But you look at Callum Wilson there, Bayo, a proper number 9, lives and breathes scoring goals. Gabriel Jesus has actually started to play like a number 9 for Arsenal. Chelsea don't have a number 9. Kai Havertz is playing in that false number 9 position. They need someone, don't they? They need that. And is Aubameyang the answer? Because it seems that's where the roads are leading at the moment.
Look, Aubameyang's pedigree is his pedigree. He scores goals everywhere he goes. So, and that's what they need. They need an out-and-out number 9. I mean, Ambrose touched on it. Boring for me. I don't really watch too much of Chelsea in a sense. It's not my team. But whenever you do see a Chelsea team sheet, like even when you saw Lukaku, you're like, okay, they're going to base the team around Lukaku. So you similarly know what's going to happen. Same with every other team, bar City, who last season Jesus came in and out. That's what they're missing. They're missing a focal point, so now you know how they're going to play. And that's what they're trying to do. I mean, I know they've been banded with many strikers. I think Ivan Toney got banded about there, which, weirdest, and I know Brentford supporters won't want to hear this. He's 25, he's the right age, and he's fit to the Premier League.
Is he good enough for a top 4 team?
Yeah.
Yes. For me, yes. And the reason why I'll say that, because he has to go to the top 4 team, and then if he doesn't do it, then he can turn around and say no. He's doing everything that he needs to do, and every time he comes up against a top 2 team, he calls their defence a lot of problems. So for me, he's intelligent, he's strong, he can score goals, he can run in behind, he can link up play. What else do you need? So that's for me in the sense where they're going for Aubameyang, which is a goal scorer. Assuming they get him in. But for me, that's what they need. They need a missing part, and that's scoring goals. But then saying that, they conceded 3, so but I don't know how many more pieces the Chelsea need, if you know what I mean.
Well, that was the other question I was going to ask you, and I touched on it, the decision to play Reece James, a right-sided centre-back. If you're a centre-forward, you're decent in the air, you target him, don't you, as Rodrigo did from that set piece? Yeah,
and it's a great header, by the way. Like, if you ain't seen the goal, go see the goal. It was a really good header. And I remember speaking about it when we spoke about Martinez. Like, and again, in the City game, Ake went off, and I think Rodri went back, centre-back. You target the weak areas. If players are playing out of position, that's what you're going to go and do. So when you see Reece James, who it's a different position playing full-back to centre-back, so you are going to go and target those areas, and that does give you confidence. And I guess that's what Leeds done with Rodrigo's goal.
I think there's an argument to say that if Roman Abramovich was still in charge of Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel would be bang under pressure now, bearing in mind the disappointing way they finished last season. Disappointing start now, you have to say, to this season. Limped over the line against Everton. Lucky to get a point in some respects against Tottenham. And obviously beaten today, hammered today by Leeds.